Welcome to Staying Relevant, the podcast hosted by two bestest of best pals, me, Sam Thompson.
I didn't realise we were starting midway through my almond croissant.
And Peter, James, Jonathan, Joseph, eating an almond croissant Wix.
This episode will contain swearing. If you don't like it, go yourself. I apologise for the asthma of me, ASMR, of me eating an almond croissant. Quite sticky, really roof of the mouth stuff, this.
Could do with washing it down.
I could do with washing it down a little bit, because this is... Anyway, this is the main episode, which means it's Monday. You'll be able to watch this on the YouTube, Josh's YouTube, on a Wednesday, and then we'll be doing a bonus episode which comes out Thursday, audibly, but you'll be able to watch it visually on a Sunday, which means that you can catch us on a...
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
Now, this is a very special episode, not just because I'm eating, but because this is all about Samuel. Because we've recorded this 3 days before he goes on his Soccer Aid Challenge. But he will actually be... No, how does it work?
This goes out the Monday after.
Oh shit, I will have either completed or not completed it by now.
We're going with completed.
Oh, fuck me, that's a bit dicey, isn't it?
Well.
So, let's do 2 starts to this. All right? We're going to pretend that he's completed... because, and I'll tell you why we're doing this and why we're doing a double, is we normally do this week by week. We film on a Wednesday and then the episode comes out on a Monday. But we're having to do this slightly in advance, 2 weeks in advance, because this is the last ever record in this studio before Staying Relevant moves into its new home, which is why we're having to do this like this. And Sam is obviously going to be away next week because he's going to be running. But we're going to pretend that he's completed it. So big round of applause for Sam.
Oh, no, because we don't know that. We don't know I've completed it.
Exactly, which is why we're going to do this one. So also Sam has just, it's the week after the Matchball Mission. Sam, I'm so proud of you, mate. Honestly, like... The fact that you even had the balls to give it a go is a lot. I know you must be feeling really disappointed in yourself and that. But we still love you regardless. You know, it was a lot to ask and it was a really tough kind of thing to do. So, but regardless, I still love you, man. You might be the nation's biggest loser, and everyone is really disappointed. The money obviously didn't help and all the training that you put in and haven't stopped talking about for months. But the pressure got to you, and I understand because there was a lot of eyes on you. How are you feeling about...
Do you know what? This reminds me of the time when Pete was doing Strictly and we had to do two intros. Be like, so unfortunately, Pete's been knocked out week 1. How are you feeling about that?
Amazingly, we did 2 every week.
Do you know what? We're not even going to put it into the atmosphere. Fuck, this is no. Either way, it would have been finished by now. That freaks me out. It's completed either way. Mm-hmm. And I hope we've raised a bit of money. Imagine if we haven't and no one's turned up.
Well, listen, on a serious note though, I do think you're going to be absolutely fine. So we don't need to do that. So you will have completed the challenge at this point. And again, one of the reasons we're not recording this after the challenge is because Sam had complications and is probably now hooked up to a ventilator somewhere. But so we're not actually going to talk about this. Isn't about the challenge. This is about Soccer Aid as a whole. Because this is
game.
The Soccer Aid special. But before we get to that, the challenge that you actually did, which I'm sure we can talk about now, obviously, you did a whole documentary on it.
Yeah.
So that will have been on?
No, it comes out just before the game.
Okay, so that's coming out, but you can talk about it now.
Yeah.
So why don't, because we haven't really spoken about that.
Yeah.
Tell us about the documentary. So this is the whole, you being out in Guatemala and visiting the kids, but also your training and everything leading up to the Matchball Mission. It's
been mad, mate. Do you know what? So that is a fucking honour, I've got to say. So it's on ITV1 at 9 p.m. on Friday.
Prime time, baby.
Game. Yeah, it really is. And it was not set in stone either. We managed to sort of like get it over the line sort of quite late in the day. But they followed the entire challenge. So, I mean, as I speak now, I haven't actually done the challenge, but they are literally going to be in a car just in front of me filming the entire thing over the entire 5 days. They filmed out in Guatemala as well. So, you know.
Have they been filming your training?
A little bit of the training as well, yeah. And so it's a complete fucking honour. And I hope that will get a few eyeballs onto the challenge and a few eyeballs into the sort of like a few bit of money into the donation pot. But yeah, they've filmed the entire thing, so every up, down, left and right. They seem quite excited for the downs though. They were like, you know, if and when you have the downs, you know, we're going to be there in front of you. You okay with that? I was like, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Obviously, you know, this is a bit back to front because you would have completed it by this point. But what are you expecting to be the downs? How do you, because everyone sees you in all seriousness, and we've spoken about this loads before, and I think I'm a Celeb was probably the first time people really saw you sad and down. You know, and which sounds mad, but it was when I came in where you kind of had a bit of a breakdown. I know that of you anyway. Like I've seen that more times than I should have.
This year specifically.
No, but the point being is everyone expects you to be like on 100% of the time, like, oh, do you know what I mean? Like happy. You're not going to be during this challenge. You're just not going to be, because it's going to be so physically and mentally draining. What do you think is going to be the hardest thing for you?
Do you know what? And
the reason I'm saying this is I want to see if we can predict when your bad points are going to be.
This is such a shit reply, but I actually have no idea. I think a really bad point is going to be Wednesday. I just don't know what I'm going to be like on Wednesday.
Well, normally when you hit like a midway point of anything, like, and I found this in like, obviously I've never done a fucking challenge like this, but you know, when you do anything really, whether it be like a long show or whatever else, you kind of, the first part of it and like the first day or the first couple of days,
it's exciting.
It's adrenaline. It's, oh my God, we're at the start of this. Then when you get to halfway, you think, I've got to do all of what I've just done.
That's what I'm terrified about.
Still, like you don't feel any closer, although it kind of, you break the camel's back, so to speak, and you get onto that bit. It's always the toughest part. So you think that's going to be your toughest day? Yeah,
I to be honest with you, I weirdly, I feel like the end of Monday is going to be really tough, the first day, because mate, it's a fucking marathon, mate. Yeah. Like, it's so hard, and it's so funny because I've sat and watched the Olympics and watched someone do like a really shit shot put for the Olympic standard and be like, they're terrible, but like we're all just normal people, right? So running even just a marathon on a one-off is so fucking hard, and then like having to bike on top of that, I know I'm gonna get to like, I reckon I'm gonna get to like 30k in the marathon on the day one and be like, fuck, I've got to do a bike ride after.
Have you always wanted to do like a challenge like this?
Yes, I have actually. Why? It was really weird. Last year, I said to JP, a friend of both of ours really, and he's done loads of fucking marathon
JP
challenges.
Is the guy that did 76 marathons in 76 days. Yeah. Like he's like an ultra incredible athlete. Yeah. He's done some incredible stuff, but he's a fucking freak of nature.
I said to him last year, I really want to do a big challenge. And the reason I want to do it is just because, I don't know what it is actually. I think it's just, I'm 32 and I feel like, and this is a bit deep for a stay around thing, but I feel like I'm changing quite a lot. This year has been it's been a year of change.
Well, this must have been the perfect time and the perfect focus in kind of the first half of this year.
It's obviously for an amazing cause, and it's for Unicef, and that is the most important thing. But on a personal note, in my own head, I'm sitting there being like, it's such a big change in my life. This is like, I've already had a massive change at the start of the year. I'm now like doing this that I've never thought I could or would do. What kind of person am I going to be like when I come out of that? And it's just like, it's really exciting.
Well, what are you... and you like, you know, we're not gonna make this about you, because it's not about you. No. It's about the kids, and it's about Unicef, and it's about the reason you're doing this, but also for you to undertake this challenge. You know, this is kind of your safe space, being on this podcast and talking to, you know, our listeners and me about it. What are you hoping to achieve and take away from this personally?
The most important thing is I want to be proud of myself. I don't think I've ever...
Are you not proud of yourself already
just
by
really.
Undertaking the challenge?
No, I've never done anything, I think, that I've ever come out of and been like, oh my God, this is like something that I can look back on and be incredibly proud of something that I've done. Like, I've lived quite a sheltered life, you know, like we all know that. Like, I've been quite comfortable. We like make jokes about it and stuff. I've never done anything that is... I think that I can really be proud of, like really be proud of. And so this is something that I know I can look back on and be like, wow, I'm like, not many people would and maybe could do that. And if I can do it, then it's something that I will always look back on and be like, I'm really, really happy with myself. So I don't think I've ever properly been proud of me. I want to make other people proud. I want to make my family proud. I don't think I've ever really given my parents a reason to be proud of me. Like, school didn't really do well. To be honest, Dad wasted all his money on that. Like, let's be honest, we all know it's true. You know, fucking, I haven't really, like, my sister gone through so much in her own life. Like, I'm so proud of her and what she's dealt with. I haven't really had to deal with anything. Or I've had a breakup. Do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't done anything that is like, that I think my loved ones can like sort of hold on to. And I really want to make the people that matter to me proud of me.
I mean, that upsets me, you saying that. Genuinely, because I'm proud of you regardless before you even...
I haven't done anything.
Doesn't matter. I'm proud of the person you are because, you know, being the person you are and being such a genuine, authentic and lovely guy is something to be proud of because there's a lot of people who aren't. So regardless of that, it's not about achieving anything or fucking running and cycling or whatever else. You should be proud of yourself because you're an incredible human, point blank, regardless of any of that sort of stuff. So everyone around you, you know, I know a lot of your friends and I know your family and you've got some really intense, successful, incredible people around you, but that doesn't make you any less intense, incredible and successful than them regardless. So, you know, I completely understand how you would feel that way, but for everyone around you and everyone that I know around you, everyone is already proud of you. But I do understand you wanting to be proud of yourself and maybe if you feel that way. So actually, you know, aside from this, and you know, this isn't really a staying relevant thing because we joke loads on this podcast and you know, you and I have done some incredible things together that we never thought we'd do, which I don't think we ever take a time out to look, you know, to look at and go, fuck me, we did that. But individually for you, this is something completely for you, completely about you. You're doing it for an incredible reason, but also for you to feel something about yourself and to feel proud about yourself. Like I think it's amazing that you're taking the risk to go and do that because I know how badly this will affect you if you do not complete it.
The country.
And I know that, which is why I can 100% before you start this, and I would bet my life on the fact that no matter what, you'll complete this. I know I have not one doubt in my mind that you'll complete it purely for that reason.
Yeah. I just can't not. Do you know what as well, mate, is that I think, and then we'll get to fun and games, but like I feel like there's a part of me where like people, and I understand why, because I have so much
I feel like you're
fun.
proving something.
Yeah, I think so, man. Like I genuinely feel like, because I love what I do. I love coming into the studio every day, although we're going to have a new one very soon. And like the fact that we get to come in, I get to chill with you, my best mate. I get to fuck around, enjoy it. And when I get excited and energized, I become playful and a bit childlike, right? And a lot of people see that because that is literally, I'm so lucky to be doing something that allows me to be in that state of happiness and play almost, right? But like I sometimes, and I understand why, but I sometimes feel like, you know, I am also just like a 32-year-old human being. And I feel like I want to almost prove to myself that there is more to me than just that Labrador guy, which is it's a beautiful thing for people to say that about someone else. Like, I actually really appreciate when people say, you know, he's like a Labrador and stuff like that. It's a really lovely thing to say about someone, and I like it. But there is more to me than that. Yeah. And I want to prove to people and myself that there is more to me than that.
This episode of Staying Relevant is sponsored by Compare the Market, where you can now get personalised car and home insurance deals delivered by Auto Sergey.
Well, we all know that Pete is tight with his money. It's actually a bit of a nick, to be honest with you.
That's so unbelievably rude. And we all know Sam is a very annoying man-child.
It's not very nice at all. Well, we've got just the thing for people who, like Pete, want to save money and time on their car and home insurance. Hello. I'm Sergey. That's what he sounds like. You must have seen the adverts.
Simples.
They're the meerkats. You know the meerkats. And they actually now have Auto Sergey. He's here to make it even more simples by scanning for great deals ahead of your pesky renewal. And he delivers them straight to you, giving people like Pete more time to do things they love, like sliding into your inbox. Auto Sergey only sends deals at the right time for you when renewal is due.
I could use the extra space in my inbox, to be fair.
Just make it simple with personalised deals delivered by Auto Sergey for Compare the Market. Prices are generated from information you have provided. Review before purchasing. I love all that stuff. And T's and C's apply.
You've built so many incredible things around you, like, this pod, business, like your career, everything from a point where not many people really expected you to do it.
No one ever does.
But both of us, like, it's kind of been the underdog a lot.
We've always been the mate. We've always been. And look, dude. By the way, we're so lucky. Like, whatever. But we've always been the underdogs.
Yeah, completely. And it's amazing that for us to have built this stuff. But it has been also, like you said, we're incredibly lucky. It's been incredibly fun, and it's been incredibly like fucking amazing for us to do that and do all that sort of stuff together. But I think the one thing that you haven't built yet, despite having all this success and everything else, is you haven't built yourself as a person. And I think now is the perfect time for you to be doing this. And I think it's the perfect opportunity and focus for you, especially this year. It couldn't have come at a better time. Everything aligned for a reason for you to go and do this. And I cannot wait for you to cross the finish line and just be able to fucking say, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. Not with anyone else. It's no one else has fucking helped you. No one else has done it. Yeah, you've had people that have trained with you and done whatever else, but they can't run it and cycle it for you. You have to do that without anyone else doing it. Yeah. And regardless of the pressure and everything else, you did it. No one else did. You did that for yourself. And I think that's going to be an incredibly emotional thing and feeling, an overwhelming feeling for you. But I can't wait for you to feel it, because I think you're going to feel on top of the fucking world. Even when you look at the jungle and stuff, you won it because people voted for you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, do you know what I mean? You didn't do anything in there.
Just went in there, enjoyed yourself, and had
like,
a good time.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that was done. This, no one is going to cross that line.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what support you get, what people do. It's you.
Yeah.
So it's completely and utterly down to you. And the feeling you're going to get from that is incredible. And I genuinely think it will probably change how you see yourself, and I hope it does, because if you could see yourself the way that I see you, then you would know that you're an incredible person.
Thank you, mate. Well, let's hope I fucking did it.
Now let's do the next bit. So you fucked it. No.
But you're still a good guy.
But look, we won't go on too much about it, because it's very hard to do, because you haven't completed the challenge. You haven't done it yet. But it's really nice for you to be able to speak like that, and for people to understand how this actually how much it means to you personally.
It means everything.
And like we've said a million times, it is an incredible thing that you're doing, and it's for the right reasons. But also it's an incredible physical and mental task that you're taking on that will have an impact on you personally. So everyone listening, and I say this, and I feel like we always ask you for stuff and you always deliver, and I'm not even taking the piss now. If you can donate, then please head to socceraid.org.uk/challenge to donate to what Sam's doing, because first and foremost, it's an incredible thing for Unicef, and it's an incredible reason for you doing this challenge, but also for you. And having heard you just speak like that, I know how much the support will mean to you, and people backing you. I want everyone to get behind him 100%, because you are an incredible human and you deserve it, as does everyone at Unicef that will benefit from you doing this amazing thing.
Come on. God, I hope I did it. God, I hope.
Anyway, but that's not it. So, not only are you doing this challenge, but you still have to play in the game, which is a week later.
Yeah. Let's hope the legs work.
Now, I'll be honest with you, this one, not so confident about.
Yeah.
For a number of reasons. Firstly is I saw you play last year, and without doing the challenge, you were shit.
I was all right.
Well, you didn't touch the ball, and all that happened was Roman Kemp took you out, and you do you know what I mean? We didn't have any key moments from last year. It was great.
Nearly scored.
No, you didn't. You were in the box when someone scored. All right, that's that's.
I was there.
You were there. I was on the pitch. So nothing really. If we're really honest, it was your first Soccer Aid.
Yeah.
There was no standout moments for you.
I won't start this one.
I would expect not, because you will be sort of useless from the waist down.
Yeah.
But we need a moment this year.
We'll get a moment.
All right, we need a moment. You didn't score last year. You've already told Mo Farah that you are definitely going to score this year. What are the tactics?
Do you know what? I think if you come on with Soccer Aid, first half's always harder because you've got the majority of the professionals playing and you've got professional goalkeepers. Second half's fucking free game, because Tony Bellew was the goalkeeper of the second half of the rest of the world team, or the World 11 team, and that makes it a lot easier. So my plan...
That is shoot on sight.
Shoot on
Shoot
sight,
on
mate.
sight.
And from wherever you want, any distance. And so I'm thinking, come on, hopefully I can move, come on second half, like with like, I don't know, 15 minutes to go or something like that. And just just try and just hit the target and get through on goal in some capacity.
So, I mean, you've made some big claims for this soccer aid. I'm going to be honest with you.
Do, Tony.
Got yourself a little bit confident, all right? I'm definitely going to score, told Sir Mo Farah. Also, openly have told us, everyone that will listen, that you're going to fucking crunch Tony Bellew. How do we think that's going to happen then? Because Tony's playing...
he's on the other side, yeah.
But he's not in goal.
No, he's not. He's outfield. Yeah.
So you are going to be going shoulder to shoulder with Tony Bellew.
And he'll be second half, I imagine, as well.
Are you going to fuck off what your manager basically tells you, and as soon as Tony gets the ball, run at him?
Yes.
Is that what we're going for?
100%, mate. I'm going to go at him full fucking steam ahead and see if I can shift him.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can shift him.
Okay. And any kind of tactics of getting low and...
If I could do Tony, I will stand over him and just give him a massive smile and be like, "You've just been done by me," and then run off.
I don't think he'll ever live it down.
I know.
There's some new names this year. Don't smile at me. I'm not even going to do it this time. We've done it already. I'm not doing it again. I'm being serious now. New names this year.
Do you know what? I've got quite a funny story actually that I'm just going to say because it's already out there. When we were doing the I think I might have told you this before I say anyway. When we were doing the media day for the challenge, we had 2 PRs one from Unicef, one from Soccer Aid, ITV PR, our PR that me and you share, and I think that's all the PRs. And so there's a lot of PR in the room, right? And I was doing an interview with a paper. I can't actually remember what the paper is. Doing an interview, and at the end of the interview, he goes, "Look, mate, I've got to, ask the question. Everyone wants to know. This is sort of like the big question, really. The elephant
Is it
in the
dyed?"
room." He goes, "Has the beard dyed?" He goes, "What's it going to be like with you and Louis? Obviously, he's doing the Soccer Aid as well, mate." You should have seen the room. Everybody, it's silent, and everyone goes, whoa, no, erupts, right? Everyone's like, end the call. and I have just gone, no, guys, I've got this, everyone, I've got this. I've held my hands up, like, just relax. I've got this. The room goes silent.
Stay calm.
Mate, and that's exactly what I did. I went, guys, don't worry about this, I've got this. And so they look at me, they're all panicking, and all of the PR are like, fucking hell, like, if he says anything wrong here. And I go, I've got this. Silence, and then I, in my head, panicked, went, I don't have this. I went, I don't even know what I'm going to say.
This is a typical Sam. Like, I've known Sam for a long time. What he does is when people panic, he goes, no, I can deal with this. And he hasn't thought through the next part of that. He just wants to take control. You have the room.
I had the room, and I literally went, I don't know what I'm going to say. And I went, see, the thing is... And I went,
let me take it back to the beginning.
I mean, these are probably the most pivotal words I'm going to say for at least the first 4 months of the year. And I went, and I did. I think I did all right. And I meant everything I said as well. I said, look, it's not about me and Louis. It's not about who anyone's dating or anything like that. It's fucking UNICEF. It's charity, and everyone's going to be there for the exact same reason. It's to raise money. And if he's got anything about him, which I think I've heard he does, he's going to sit there and say the exact same thing. Like, mate.
Do you know what, Sam? You did have it.
The panic I felt, though, afterwards, when I said it, and I went, well, that's what I think. I don't know if I've said the right thing or not. And then I came off. And
how hard was it for to like end the call and hold back the tears? As soon as it ended.
Mate, I came off, and I wasn't far off that. I didn't realise that I was sweating so hard. I fucking had like sweat patches under my arms, and I came off. When you start sweating buckets, Pete. And I turned around to RPR and went, "Was that okay?" I was like, "Did I do okay?"
Well, look, we're not going to talk about that because we have already spoken about it. And to be honest, like you said, it's not about that. Who are you actually most excited to play alongside this year?
Bear Grylls. What a name that is for the thing. I mean, look, you did his show, Bear Grylls The Island. I've never met him before. He's like a national treasure. He's a hero of mine. So like seeing Bear Grylls, I think will be really cool. I've actually seen him in his underwear already.
Okay.
Yeah, he was going. We did a photo shoot for the challenge, and he was doing his shoot for Soccer Aid. And I came in, he had his drawers down. And I just ran up to him and I hugged Bear Grylls whilst he was just in his pants. And like, to be fair, he took it really well, but I could tell that he was a bit like, what is this fucking dude doing? I'm in my pants.
Okay, so Bear Grylls, I mean, that isn't exciting. What about, like, I mean, you're a massive football fan.
Yeah, Gary Neville would be cool. Wayne Rooney would be great.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm going to be really honest with you, Sam, because I expected you to kind of know more. You're just reading the names that we've got here.
Yeah, it's Manchester United legends. Gary Neville would be huge because I'm a big fan of Neville.
Yeah.
But for me, the main one, the big guy is, I mean, look, Tony's my brother. Tyson Fury is going to be an absolute enigma. I have no idea what he's going to be like, but Pete, I've already decided I'm going to go. So on day one of training, right, I'm going to be that suck up that goes, Mr. Fury, right this way. Would you like me to take your bags for you? And I'm going to just suck up to him so much to the point where he likes me and we can like go to fights.
So you're going to do the school of thought that there's Pete, then Tony Bellew. Now the new one's going to be Tyson Fury.
Just all the fighters.
Which is I'll just go in and I won't give them a choice. They will like me.
They will. He has to like me.
Okay, fine.
I'm going to try and set up a super fight between him and Tony Bellew.
Okay, all right. Unlikely, but okay.
Quite fun, though. They'll be in the same building.
So I'm going to read out some names, and I want you to give just a maximum of 3 words.
Okay, fine.
So your first thoughts on some of the people you're going to be playing with. These are all people that are in
Should I shut my eyes?
That are in your team. Yeah, you can shut your eyes. That's absolutely fine. Whatever helps you think of 3 words.
Right.
Stephen Bartlett.
You're a podcast billionaire. Can I have some money?
Bear Grylls.
Survival, boxers, please don't hate me.
Okay, just remember the 3 words.
Yep. Oh, yeah, sorry, words.
Yep. Paddy McGuinness.
Legend, goalkeeper, and top guy. That's not a word.
No, okay, we're struggling still with the 3 words.
Yeah, we love Paddy McGuinness, though. He's such a nice guy. Although, crunched me in training last year, and I nearly fucking snapped my ankle.
He's a big guy as well.
Mate, I remember, so in training, I'd never done it before, and I slotted one home, and turned out I'd never even...
that was just the smugness in which you said that.
Sorry, but no, he erased that off my face, because I literally turned around, I barely met him before, I put it in, and I turned around to him and went like this, like that. Mate,
got cocky with it.
I got cocky with it. I did that. The next one, I was thrown. I went, I'm just about to slot the next one home as well. And I didn't even look up. So I was just like, just hit the ball. You're going to do it in bottom corner. And the crunch, he flew out. Like, flew out, took me completely out. My ankle completely went. I went, oh my God, I'm going to be out of the game. So and he then turned around and went...
So, Paddy McGuinness, Sir Mo Farah.
Absolute legend. Oh, legend, love him. 3 words.
Gary Neville.
Oh my God, Gary Neville.
All right, oh my God. Wayne Rooney.
Gary Neville is...
You want to fuck him?
Nah, that's the thing he did when
when
Fernando Torres scored in the Barcelona game, and it's like it made him go
Remember
viral.
our audience.
Oh, sorry, yeah, okay, fine.
Wayne Rooney.
Love Colleen. Love Colleen.
Tyson Fury? Love Paris.
Best mates, jab. Because I'm definitely going to try and jab him.
Harry Redknapp.
Oh, Gaffer. Adore Harry Redknapp. He told me I could be captain, by the way. I filmed something with him a couple of weeks ago. He said I could be captain.
God, if you're captain, I'll fucking die.
No, I'm actually not. I already know I'm not captain. I think Jill Scott's captain.
Okay, well, that was nice of him to say then. Tony Bellew?
Crunch time.
Oh, so the team are going to be coming. So staying relevant are going to be coming.
Are you coming to training?
Wait. Wait.
Okay. No, oh my God. But are you?
Wait.
Okay. Fine. Right.
The team are coming to Soccer Aid training. I think for 1 or maybe 2 of the days in a week or so. So what we're going to do is we are going to show some of these answers to some of the team.
No.
So, which is fine, which is good. So I'm really glad.
I wasn't ready for that.
Well, no, it's okay.
You should have given me more time.
Gary Neville, we're just going to show you doing that noise, and then for Wayne Rooney, love Colleen. So it's going to be good. We're excited about it. So they're going to be showing that. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm genuinely not going to be there. I don't have to. I have to do mine. I literally don't. I can't do it. But
who is going to be there?
Pippa and Ted. So they are going to be our roving reporters. So yeah, well, we've got a couple of other names just to run through. Robbie Williams.
Oh my God, yeah, he's the loveliest guy.
Okay, now that you know it's different, I didn't.
Loveliest guy. Invited me to his gaff in Gestard, actually.
Oh, amazing! Yeah. Lovely. So look. Any last words before the actual match? So we've done the challenge bit, mate. So the actual match.
Mate, do you know what? It's just a fucking good time, man. It's the most fun that I've ever had.
I've never been.
It's fucking great. The energy's electric.
I'm going to be watching you.
Are you going to bring a date?
I am bringing a date.
Oh, Pete's bringing a date to Soccer Aid.
Producer Pippa.
Oh, what?
Producer Pippa and
I'm not happy about that.
Producer Pippa and I will be watching the game. We will be watching Soccer Aid together. I'm travelling up to Manchester with Producer Pippa. I will be doing my radio show in the afternoon and going straight to the stadium. So I'll be there for the after party just to make sure you're okay.
The after party's going to go off.
Well, yeah, so we will be there. And we're really excited about it. So, mate, fucking good luck for the game.
If I score, I'm literally going to look up to Pete and just, come on.
Well, I would expect that as well.
Mate.
I would expect this is, do you know what you should do?
Get a sun on the shirt, something written on the shirt. It's always Pete who turns up to these things as well. If you don't have a missus, you can turn to Pete at all times.
Even when you do have a missus, you still turn to Pete.
You still turn to Pete every time.
But yeah, I'll be there to support you.
Bring a date.
I'm going with Pippa. I don't need to bring a date. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to ask you to leave.
What?
The studio.
Genuinely?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're not going to be. Because we've got some stuff to do, so I need you to leave.
That's so rogue.
This is just something for me and the listener. Because this is going to be during the challenge.
I'm so nervous when you guys do. Staying relevant surprises are always a little bit dicey.
No, but they're always good. Look, we've got, obviously, you're doing the challenge. We've got bits to do, so.
All right. Okay. Like it. Are you just going to text me to let me back in, or?
Nah, maybe not.
Pip, are you going to message?
Maybe.
Right. We have just done that because we all needed 5 minutes. So just enjoy the time, do some meditation. No. So the reason that we've sent Sam out is because I have been lying a little bit about the fact that I wasn't going to be able to go and see Sam on his run. It coincides very nicely with the fact that he's just told me that he thinks the worst day is going to be Wednesday, because that's something for me to look forward to, because that's the day that I will be surprising him on his run. We are recording this episode before that point, but obviously by the time you listen to this, it will have already happened. Sam genuinely doesn't know that I'm going to be there on that Wednesday, and everything's kind of been arranged, and you know the whole team have been doing all sorts of crap for it. I don't know how he's going to react to that. I imagine what he's going to do is jump up and down and cry. That is my first initial idea of what's going to happen. But because we're recording this after, I'm now going to throw you forward to the future, which is to play some audio from when he did actually see me and when I actually jumped in. So let's see if I was right. Did he cry? So I'll wait until he gets quite close. Come here. Yeah, you all right? Come on. Come on, buddy. It's all right. You all right? Come on, mate. Yeah?
Oh, fucking hell, did you think you were going to come?
Of course I'm coming. You think I've missed this? You think I've missed this? Come on. Come on, buddy. I'm so proud of you. You know how fucking proud I am. You know how proud I am of you. You're smashing it. Smashing it. How you feeling?
Not
right?
smashing it, mate.
You are smashing it. Are you still going? Are you still going? Are you still going? There you go. You're smashing it. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. You're all right. You're good. You're good. Of course I'll be here, man. Of course I'll be here. I'm keeping up with it. You're smashing it, mate. You know what I mean? It's honestly, I'm so proud of you. So proud of you.
Yeah?
Not the guy, man.
You are the guy. You were the guy before you started. You're the guy now, and you're going to be the guy when you finish. Trust me. Yeah? You got this. The first half breaks you, now you're going to break it. Yeah? You're nearly halfway. Yeah?
Thank you so much for coming.
Don't be silly, as if I was ever not going to come, buddy. Come on. Come on. What do we need? We need to get you for a massage or something? Do you want me to do it? I've got magic hands. Hey, where do you want me a massage? Come on, buddy. You're all right. You good? You good, yeah?
I can't walk.
You're all right. You keep going. You see, it's not a race. Yeah? You're going to finish it.
10K in. It's a
Doesn't matter.
third day.
But it's another 10K down. It's another 10K down. Yeah? You keep it going. I was never going to miss this. Come on. Yeah? Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on, buddy. Yeah?
We gotta do this.
Yes, you can. Of course you can.
Got to.
It's my knee now, man. It's not even the fucking...
As we discussed this morning, you're beginning to compensate, so we've got to do some crazy work on this.
So
You
what's
got the worst bit out of the way this morning, but now you're going to be really painful the rest of the day.
so what's the actual problem then, Gary?
He's got a significant tear in his calf,
Right.
and we tried to offload it yesterday to give it every possible chance for him to be able to do something. And what happens is where he's protecting that, he then starts losing other parts of the leg and overloading them. So his glutes are in bits, his ITB band's painful, he's getting pain on the outside of his knee, that's why I've strapped the knee today. And it's because he won't push off. So when he's walking, he's on his heels, not a problem.
So having one
As soon
in-
as he starts pushing, that calf kicks in and it's pain.
So having, losing a calf, that means that he's overcompensating with the rest of it. So
exactly.
actually he's going to cause himself even more
And that's what
pain
I tried to
further up.
explain to him this morning when he politely told me to go away.
Time to fuck off.
That's my boy.
If he was an elite footballer, which I know he's very close to being, I've seen him play.
You didn't watch Soccer Aid last year, did you?
Unfortunately, I was on the touchline with him. This would normally take about 3 weeks, and the
Wow.
first 4 or 5 days we'd offload it, and then you'd get in the process of slowly loading it. He offloaded it for 20 hours.
So this is a proper injury.
Yeah, and I again, he told me politely to go away again when I said we will reserve the right that if this really goes completely, that we'd have to pull him. But there's no way he's going to let us do that
No.
before Friday. So
No,
he's going
of
to
course you
get
are.
that ball to Manchester on Friday, whatever happens. So
Of course you are.
we're just patching him up to make him as comfortable as he can be, and take each leg at a time, won't we? Excuse the pun.
What about this leg? Is this one fine?
It's beginning to tighten up now, as he's going to tell you, but the thigh's a bit tight and the glute's beginning to scream at you.
So I'm
But
only using
that
this
was going to
leg.
happen without this.
So what are we expecting on Friday? He's going to
He's going to walk like a duck,
Yeah, nice.
but he'll look good. But we'll get you there.
Brilliant, man. Yeah.
What he's going through, I can't put into words, not only emotionally, as you can see, but physically what he's putting himself through. He gets upset because he doesn't think this is a challenge. I'm telling
Mate.
you, this is an unbelievable challenge, what he's putting himself through, and he mustn't forget that.
But you've got to remember, even though your body might be giving up, you don't let your head give up. Yeah? Because that's the thing that's going to pull it through. Yeah? Don't injure that. Come on.
Keep going, keep going. I'm going to start taking all this rubbish off while you're talking.
So that's it. Sam completed the challenge. I always knew he was going to do it. I genuinely am so proud of him. I think there are a million reasons why he has done this. He said some of it himself, but I think deep down he just wanted to prove to people that A, he's a man, an adult, but also that despite having a kind of a very privileged background and despite being very lucky in some of the things we do, that actually he's got the bollocks to put his heart, soul and body on the line for an amazing cause. It is an incredible cause, and I know that is very kind of close to Sam's heart, having been out to Guatemala and seen what he's going to be basically doing the challenge for. You know, it's incredible that he actually went out there, and I know that's been a driving force for him throughout the entire challenge. But on a personal level, I'm always proud of Sam, but I couldn't be more proud of the fact that he's managed to do this. I know how much he's put into it. I know us as a team, the Staying Relevant, I can speak on behalf of everyone, is unbelievably proud of him, as are his family and everything else. It makes me a little bit emotional because behind the laughs and the kind of pranks and the acting like a bit of a knobhead sometimes, there is a really emotional, gentle, kind soul who would do absolutely anything for anyone. And that is why I love him. That is why he's my brother. And that is why no matter what, I will always support him. But I would love you guys to support him too, because he has put an incredible amount of effort into this challenge, but more than anything, it is for the most amazing cause for UNICEF. So if you are able to make any donations, please head to socceraid.org.uk/challenge. And also, please send Sam any messages of support and congratulations and everything, because he'll really need that. He really cares about what you, the listeners, think and what people think. And I just want him to be as proud of himself as we all are of him. I'll be back with a normal bonus episode with Sam. He's not left or died, so that's good news. On Thursday, make sure you rate, review, do all of that sort of stuff. Please donate. Please send Sam messages of congratulations and how fucking amazing he is, because he would love that. Follow us on socials at Staying Relevant Podcast and do all of that usual shit. Ta-da. Bye-bye.
This has been a Staying Relevant production.